Should I be waiting for your cue?
No, you're good. You're good. All right. I was trying to think of a good bit to start the episode off this week. I can't think of anything. Nick, how do you want to send your therapy bill to Konami, or how do you want to deal with that?
I don't think it's that bad.
You don't think it's that
I'm
bad?
again I'm more so I'm just frustrated. But I think it's to be expected. So
That's crazy. I'm pissed for you. I loved that deck.
as someone who's playing Draco Tail, that's a very crazy thing to hear.
I just liked winning the losing matchup. It made me feel good.
I can't believe
That's
they
fair.
hit. I can't believe they hit raisin and steak.
No, that is just crazy, dude.
I'm telling you, if you look back to my messages and my discussions with the people playing VS, I sent a message to Chris and I told him in person, I was like, just so you know, I was like, how, like, we have won Worlds, what are you gonna do? And I knew deep down, I'm like, it's gonna die. It's gonna die. When it actually happened, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You can only have so much preparation for when your loved ones, that being your, pet decks, die. If you had
Yeah.
told me,
The tier one.
if you had told me, like, God, 3 years ago, whenever this deck came out, if you had told me that two of these cards were going to be on the ban list, I would have laughed in your face.
I think it's completely fair. Honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am just astounded that like this is why I can't I don't like I'm like rambling, but it's like the fact of the matter is like I didn't play the best deck in the room very often. I usually chose not to, so I didn't have to deal with this shit very often. But I've done like the last couple formats, and let me just tell you, this shit not fun. It's not fun to say I spent this amount of time playing a deck just to say, oh, okay, go pivot now. So
I can't speak from experience, especially because my luck with the ban list has always just been insane.
He has had godlike luck for the last, like, 3 years.
Speaking of, can I also just bring up that out of the triangle format, two got nerfed and one got buffed.
I think
yeah,
in what way was Draco Tail buffed?
Branded
Young Man
fusion to
is the better.
two.
Yeah, sure, dog. Yeah, dog. Fuck it, why not? That's Chimera.
Yeah.
That's Chimera support.
True.
But I will.
We're
I will
moving
say,
up.
I will say before we get into talking about the whole ban list and the changes that will ensue because of such, let's talk about the last actual format we played, like the last event we played in for the old format that is now dead. So
Oh yeah, that thing. Well, at the time of recording, we've got about 3 hours. Or when does it officially roll
it's
over?
3 hours. It's 3 hours.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
3 hours. I was playing some online today, and I was playing ranked. And let me tell you, there is nobody playing ranked right now. Everyone's just kind of waiting until it's
That's,
fast.
That's
I
crazy.
wonder why.
But we'll talk about Lansing. We had a decent showing at Lansing, not as good as Rosemont, unfortunately, but me and Sam did overall pretty well at Lansing. I think we had a couple people that were on the cusp of getting their invite this time around, but didn't convert from. Like we had Rico, was nearly there, and I think same thing with Jenny. Like they were almost on the position to get their invite again. So
Hmm.
I think Drew was as well going into the last 2 rounds, I think.
was he? I wasn't sure. I didn't hear any updates regarding where
Okay.
Drew was
I feel like I
standing.
remember. Oh no, Patrick. Patrick was X2 at round 7.
Damn, that's
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
Good for Patrick.
Sucks. Yeah, I know. I was so excited because he was putting so much time into VSK9 and really, I feel like improving. And then now
Now he's gonna play
now
Yummy.
it's just now he's gonna play Yummy. Yep.
The one cool thing that came out of Lansing is we saw Santoli won with Draco Tail, which was kind of cool to talk to him about his thoughts and ideas for the deck. So it was kind of fun, but nothing outlandish. Otherwise from the event, everything else felt like it was pretty to be expected. That was the first event with the time rules. So as for me and Noah who played in the event, I'll let Noah start and give his perspective on the new time rules because I know a lot of people are kind of hit or miss on it, and we'll also give a couple bad beat stories because we have a couple of those from up the
Oh
first.
yeah.
Oh boy, I almost thought about
No.
getting Chris on the pod this week to talk about it.
The first player in North America at a region, or what are regionals? Tier two?
No, he wasn't. There was a regional on Saturday.
Boo. Oh, okay. What a shame. That could have been our claim to fame. But theoretically, I kind of hated the changes. Like 5 minutes is nice, but it felt as kind of like compensation for, the double loss. I, again, theoretically worry how these will go on into the future because right now it seems like decks are a little shorter and snappier and more interactive. But I think to say that that will always be the case in the future is a little silly, misguided. But playing, the only time it ever came up for me was my literal round one, and it's because I had to read Mimigul cards, and I don't think the Mimigul Yummy player was super experienced at Draco Tail, so he was just thinking out his actions a lot, which, totally valid if you're faced with a non-targeting pop, a non-targeting negate, and you're just like, oh, I've not been in this situation before, which, completely fine. We were just going into time. I think we had 5 minutes left going into game three, and I would not have won unless he like hard bricked, which
Oh, did you
would
like
have felt
sack the
kind of
fuck out
shitty.
of
It
him?
was what?
Did you like sack the fuck out of him or what?
No, he just drew like God, it was like I think it was double surprise, Harpy's Featherstorm, and then like two hand traps he just didn't get to use.
I see.
I think one was a Veiler I dodged. So yeah, if like I would have hit the double loss, and I would be lying if I said it wasn't quite literally the only thing on my mind about man how much this sucks, and maybe that's what they want to do. Is just make it so
Give everybody a
it's
very early bad beat so they live in fear for the rest of their Yu-Gi-Oh career.
yeah, exactly. No, thinking of it as just like this terrible, wretched thing to be avoided rather than a win condition, because, I think I speak for everyone here when I say the thought of just playing a little bit more to win in time hasn't been a thing that we've at least thought about doing, And it sucks to be on the receiving end of that. I don't necessarily know if the answer was to make both players feel shitty. But one thing that I wanted to talk about that I noticed was going into the last round, it was like they just gave a general announcement of like, do not fix your matches, don't concede after the thing is done. And I just thought about how shitty that must feel for the judge staff to be put in the position of essentially enforcing a rule that nobody likes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if somebody actually wants to just scoop, if say for example you're swinging for game and then time is called, like, I don't know, I just feel like that puts the judge staff in an uncomfortable, not uncomfortable, but a confrontational position, I guess.
It is. It's an awkward position to be in, but I don't think those situations are that common. Like, because you brought it up sort of like our buddy Chris round one, was swinging for game against his opponent, and time gets called, and his opponent didn't scoop before time got called, and because the judge was staying there, his opponent can't concede, even though his opponent knows he had no right to win that game. So it's like it's just a feel bad moment. But I think a big thing that at least happened at Lansing is they did go over and give a big announcement saying you can't do that because they had to give out penalties for people who'd done it previously in the day. So I think they're trying to inform the masses because they did again first weekend with the new time rules, making sure that people don't get punished because of it. And I think a lot of people at least these first couple events have been very much so punished for not knowing or not understanding fully of what's happening. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. It just, I don't know.
Did you guys get a double game loss that day or not really?
No, that
I
was
did
the only
not,
one that
no.
went close.
Gotcha. Because I famously
finished.
I couldn't make it to Lansing because I had a business trip to fly out to on that day. But I would have loved to be there to watch everybody complaining about the new time rules.
No, it's weird. I had some grindy well, I guess I had like one grindy round, but that I still feel like we had like 10 minutes at the end of it.
I finished most of my rounds within like 35 minutes. I had one round where we were like 10 minutes out from the end of time or something, but it wasn't like that common.
Yeah,
And I felt like I felt like a lot of scenarios, like most of my opponents, like truly and honestly, were just like, yeah, I don't see a way out of this. You got it. You know what I mean? And they just they weren't bullshitting. They just kind of they accepted that they weren't gonna win and moved on.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that the take your opponent down with you thing is not like a real thing that happens.
And I talked to one of my buddies at the regional, and it's like the idea is like these kind of rules promote like people to be nicer with each other. Because like if you're an asshole to me the entire time and we go the time, yeah, I'm not scooping. Like screw you, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but if you're a nice person and like you genuinely are in a position where I'm like you're gonna win the game, like yeah, I'm probably gonna scoop. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't know. I think there's a lot of like benefits to this, and I think as we get farther and farther into it, I think more and more people will see that.
Did you guys notice the extra 5 minutes that you were getting, or not really?
Again, like I said, I finished all of my games within like 30 to 35 minutes. Again, it to me, it did not make a difference in my play. I felt the difference when I was sitting outside waiting for the round to end. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with
Did
that.
did the in between rounds go faster or no?
I would
During
say
the
when the
beginning of
time
day,
got called,
definitely.
yeah. So like when time got called by the time the next round started, it was a lot quicker. I think the max time we had was like 15 minutes. It felt like I don't think we had that long.
What
You know
time?
what I
No, we
mean?
did not.
What time did you guys get out?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, Korean barbecue took 4 hours, and we were out of there by 11.
Did you actually go to Korean barbecue?
Yeah, we did.
That's so fucked.
I think we got done around 7:30 or 8. It's in the
Okay.
range.
That's not
I
so
don't have
bad.
the exact time.
That's not so bad. I know at Rosemont we got done like at 8.
Mhm.
I think let me see what time I posted the final like results because I think that'd be a good
Yeah.
estimate for the timing. It was at 8 p.m. I posted the standings, so probably about maybe 8:30 we were done. But it also that makes about sense, about half an hour long, like about around 8 to half an hour longer because of the extra 5 minutes for a 9 run event. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering if it was going to be longer or shorter because you get the 5 minutes per round, but you get the quicker transitions between rounds. So all you
Mhm.
like, as long as the transitions between rounds are at least 5 minutes quicker, then you make up the time already. But I was interested to see if the rounds like on average were quicker if they were shorter.
they were quicker than going for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
that was the one nice thing is like you felt like you were genuinely getting back into it pretty quickly.
Gotcha.
Again, so me and Sam had a couple scenarios where we got done like within like 15 minutes. Like, damn, I gotta sit here for fucking 35 minutes.
That's
Oh shit, man.
the Grant Potter
Yeah.
experience right there.
I don't know if I really like the Great Potter experience. It's
The
not
Grant
fun
Potter
to sit
experience
there
is
and
great
wait.
because you get a nap between rounds. The joke here is that I always play decks that are very quick. Like I played Math Mech, and you could have a whole Math Mech match in like 20 minutes. I think I had a mirror, like a Math Mech mirror, last 10 minutes. It's very quick. So I always
Yeah.
got a break between rounds at those regionals. But yeah,
But yeah, overall, it was a good way to kind of have the send off for the format. I felt like that was a good. I mean, I felt like it was a pretty good event, which was kind of crazy. We had a lot of like friendly fires. Granted, because we know a lot of
Yeah.
people here. We know a lot of people here in Michigan, but it felt like every round they're like, "Yep, played against one of our buddies. Played against one of our buddies. Played against one of our buddies." Because I played against my buddy Khalil. Rico played against our buddy Chris from Galaxy Busters. So it was just kind of truly and honestly, it was just like, yeah, to be expected.
at least you
Yeah.
guys didn't drive 4 hours to team kill.
That's the
Yeah.
benefit. I only drove an hour to be at Lansing, so I can't complain.
See, my favorite part about Lansing is I roll out of bed at 9 for these things. I think I could
nice.
walk to the convention center if I really wanted to.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah.
Man, man's just flexing.
Man's flexing on
Yeah.
his current living situation. Homeownership sucks, guys. I need to enforce that upon you. Homeownership sucks.
No, for real. I plan on renting forever.
Buddy, I have a drain in my basement that started to back up.
That's not good.
No, so there was just, like sewage on my basement floor for like the last 2 days.
That's awesome.
That sounds horrible.
It was pretty bad. We paid a plumber to come out and fix it, and I think it's fixed now. We're giving it like a day before we like call it, but it has been
Okay.
it has been a day.
Understandably so.
So, but yeah.
All right.
With that, and we're gonna get to the stuff that I know we all want to get to is the ban list. I actually don't know if we ever actually did the intro. Whatever, you guys, this is not your first time.
I'm Noah. That's me. That's me. Leave it in the comments that you know it's me.
Me when I
You
know it's you.
All
right, ban
comment
list.
if you got it.
All right, let's talk about the ban list. So
Yeah.
I was completely flabbergasted. I didn't think we were gonna get a ban list until what, Lil, in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's just because I think people will become accustomed to the fact that we're getting it at events, and I think this is a nice thing that they've made it so they're not only doing it at events. I know people really like that, but I think it's very nice to know that like that's not going to always be the case, and this proves that. So
Yeah, I hope they keep doing it, but I do think it's nice that we got it because there's just not a lot of time until the next event. I think Vancouver would have been an excellent time to drop it, but they didn't stream it, so can't really do it then.
Gotta see who pays the world's tax.
True. Yeah, true. No, I was lying in bed on Friday because I had the day off work, and I get a text from Sam. The ban list is out, and I was like, there is simply no way. And I saw, and it was a thing from Twitter, and I was like, all right, this has to be like a fake tweet. And I clicked on the link, and it was a Twitter account that I was following. And so I was like, oh shit, maybe it's real. So I immediately, without looking at it, I like got out of bed, I brushed my teeth, and I sat down to record the left ear ban list reaction that we posted.
Yup.
yeah, I don't. You need to fix your audio. I don't.
It's
understand that.
literally because my mic records my mic on the left and the background noise on the right. And so what I do is I go into the DaVinci Studio and I change it from stereo to mono, and I just forgot to do that. A better person, a more intelligent person, can probably fix this in OBS. I am not that kind of person.
You play
Fair enough.
Yu-Gi-Oh good.
I play Yu-Gi-Oh okay at best. So let's talk about this ban list. We'll go over the
I'd like to
unlimited.
start with the semi-limits.
Yeah, we'll start with the semi.
Serve on the unlimited, and then we'll go to ban. I think
So
it's-
Oh.
I'm just gonna go through the unlimiteds and semis quick because they're pretty much inconsequential. Glow up bulb probably is not gonna do anything. Masterpiece probably not doing anything. Morphing jar, empty jar is
getting supported,
playable.
dude. Though it's getting good supporting, dude.
True Draco is
Yeah.
sure, why not? Phantom
Wide
Sky
Iron
Blaster.
and Masterpiece are at 3.
I had to look this one up because I didn't know this card was limited. This card seems okay. I don't think it's gonna do anything though.
I just need to not talk because I know I remember the list where this card went to 1.
What was that? 2021, something like that.
No, it went to 1 in 2019 because of Thunder. It went to 1 because people were playing it as a thing where you could summon a danger, normal summon Phantom Skyblaster, and then make a Scaldred.
Damn, L plus ratio. The Noah section, because the ban list fucking loves Noah. Snake Eye Ash and
Every
Poplar
time.
both went to 3.
We never left.
We never left.
Now
You
can play Snake Eye Yummy.
I was just gonna say this is Yummy support.
Yeah,
is.
no, for sure.
If we had 3 bonfire, probably not still, but it'd be a consideration. No, it wouldn't.
All right.
If we had bonfire and OSS, maybe.
It'd be in consideration.
Listen, if we had OSS, this game would be better.
That's not true because we'd still be playing Snake Eyes.
Take me back. Take me back.
Take you
Take
back.
me back to the Year of Fire.
Yeah, motherfucker.
It was a Year of Fire at least. When they had a good format, they didn't decide to kill it after one ban list.
You got so much louder out of nowhere.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's being aggressive.
It's the Year of Fire, man. It's the everybody's favorite format.
All right, I'm turning you down. Give me a second. All right, speak now.
I finally found the outdoor voice.
He found his. He was able to project now.
Finally.
Nick was the only one having fun during the Year of Fire because he was just playing Rescue Ace.
It was fun.
It was awesome.
Diagram.
Play fire cards. Have a good time.
Diagram went to 3. I'll be real. I have not read this card. It's probably fine.
How do you not know what diagram?
What do you
does?
mean? How do I not know what
Yeah,
diagram
Grant,
was?
how do you not know what Draconic diagram does?
I didn't
It's
know
been
it was
in
played
so
in
many
Dino.
iconic.
They played in
Yeah,
Dino.
in Dinos,
Guess what deck
bro.
I don't
It was in
play?
Dinos. Come on.
Huh?
Guess what deck I don't play? Dinos.
You played against it though. What do you
Like, when a Dino combo happens, I don't pay attention to what my opponent's doing. My eyes fucking glaze over, and I sit there until the torture porn is over.
Yep.
Oh my.
And then I
lord.
say Ash, and they say I've activated Misk.
I go imperm, and then they chain Misk, and then I scoop.
Yep. And
Man.
also, what the fuck is this Lightning Storm card? Is this another like generic goat bullshit?
I'll kill you, dude. That was such a bad joke. Do you guys remember that went to 2 years ago?
I'm so
Yeah,
happy
I
it's
thought
not
they
at 2
were-
anymore.
What the fuck?
I don't know
why was this
I
at
thought
2?
They just did the 3. Well, because you have the playset of back row removal. You have the 2 Lightning Storm and Heartbeats as like your option of generic go second staples that deal with back row.
Yeah, but like,
Now you have 4.
I'm not
And that's
complaining.
too many.
I'm not complaining that we have 3. I'm just baffled it was ever at 2.
I don't know why it went to 2. It probably should never. I will say, I think Peeps mentioned this. I love the fact that this is not. We didn't get heavy back. We got this card back instead. I don't want heavy.
That's
Really? Why not?
It's the same fucking card.
No, it's not.
Okay, no, it's not. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I get it, but like, come on.
There's a distinct difference. Lightning Storm is a flexible card, and Heavy Storm isn't. I'd rather have Lightning Storm back to 3 than get 1 Heavy Storm, so I have another back row hate card when you could just give me Lightning Storm and I can have the flexibility of having either monster removal or spawn trap removal.
I think I can
And
count
it's also hard once per turn.
I think I can count on 2 hands the amount of times I've gone Lightning Storm call front row.
Well, good for you, buddy.
I think I've called front row a lot, and then my opponent goes, "Oh no, this can't be destroyed," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, back row."
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And then what everybody loves, Zodiac Barrage. I don't know what this card. I don't know what the Zodiacs do.
Oh, I actually do.
Loves them,
I
though.
do know what this.
Grant pop off. Yeah,
I do know what this card does. This card's really good in Tri Brigade. That's how I know what this card
Ooh.
does. It tellies. It does has an attach effect in the graveyard, but the important part is it tellies a Zodiac from deck.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad. You played it in Tri-Zoo because it teleported Rep here from the deck. Will it see play? Who knows? No. But who knows? There have been people who have been hyping up this fucking Zodiac Ryzeal deck. I think they're on some extreme fucking copium.
It doesn't fucking do anything.
It's just
But
like,
they're- but rank 4 deck and rank 4 deck, surely they must have synergy.
yeah, surely.
Okay, there's one thing I will give it. It makes Eclipse Twin like it's its job. It does do that.
Mm-hmm. Eclipse Twins is a pretty good card.
It's not
I
bad.
agree.
So those are all the unlimiteds. I don't think the unlimited section is going to matter in this latest.
Morphing Jar goes kind of crazy. But
Yeah,
other
empty.
Than that, yeah.
Empty jar.
Listen, so you guys, you guys
yes.
haven't experienced. You guys have not experienced Empty Jar. I hope someone brings Empty Jar to locals and you just get FTK'd. I want it to happen so bad.
I'm just gonna ash
It
the
would never
morphing jar.
happen. I would never get
Oh,
FTK'd.
Ash, the first time they do it, sure, man, they're gonna resolve that bitch more than once.
I'm gonna droll the fucking empty jar player.
You're not gonna have a game 1, so.
Maybe not.
We can talk about non-engine later. For now,
Semi-limited. No one,
branded best deck.
no one just wants
Ah.
to talk about branded
He's
fusion.
reaching.
This
He's
fixes
fucking
the whole
reaching now.
deck. Honestly, I've been a branded player and enjoyer for I think since it came out in 2016. It's just such a good deck. Like 2 branded fusion fixes everything. They ash it, you just have the second one in rotation already, and you can just use it.
I love this man's satire, but hot damn.
It's not satire. Never.
No, the problem is like there's
yeah,
a hinge
but Draco
of
Tailball.
the hinge. There's a
huge.
hinge of truth to this bit because when we were teaching one of our friends, we were teaching Dana how to play. We were teaching her branded, and Noah was like, "The lines are so interesting." He would sit there
Yeah.
salivating over fucking Aluber.
It's awesome. You can get either branded fusion, or if you already have branded fusion, you could get branded in.
Oh,
No.
lost. Branded lost.
Branded lost. Yes.
Yeah, dog.
It was awesome.
The most annoying people at
No,
your
it's-
locals are having a really good time right now.
and I'm one of them. Though genuinely, I don't know. This coming out as the new Draco Tail cards come out, which the new one's a light. It could be kind of cool.
Are you
People are gonna play it.
are you playing Branded Dragotail after this? No or no?
The thing is, I feel like all of the branded Draco Tail lists I've seen are just like, oh yeah, you probably play like one Ketu and one of the Draco Tail spells. I feel like I just need somebody to go in and make it a Draco Tail deck first and a branded deck second, and that will click a lot more with me. But from what I've seen, and again, this is limited, so if you guys are aware, please like share videos or whatever. I don't know if you can do that in comments, probably not. But
Link to malware.
yeah, exactly. That'd be really funny. No, I don't know. It seems like something I should probably familiarize myself with now, if that makes sense. So in a future time, I might take this to locals when I get branded cards.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you need them, I've got the Chimera stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. All right. They make Dragoon just like King of the Swamp does.
Don't you need to play like the light Hex Sealed Fusion for that?
It'd be simple.
It'd be simple. All right, those are all for the irrelevant changes. Everything else is like crazy. So,
Yeah.
limited cards. First of all, Extraisial. Card's just incredible. Nothing else to say there.
Yeah, it is.
Literally the best going second card like ever printed.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Negate a guy,
Except for
chain
Kenton,
block
but
your
yeah.
guy.
It's
Card's
pretty
crazy.
good.
Card's crazy. Next up is Dormouse, which I think is a good hit, but I do not think it'll be enough in conjunction with the other known Mouse hit on this list.
Yep. I would agree that I do not think it's going to be enough to say the deck is not worth playing anymore. I think it's less. You will see it for sure less, but it's still going to get played.
I actually think we're going to see it more
But
because
we
Mouse
do
had a pretty low play rate after the Jush decks because it had a really bad matchup into VS, and it had a bad going second matchup into Yummy. But now that VS is kind of dead and that Yummy is a little hurt, I think I think we'll probably see an uptick in Malice gameplay.
Unfortunately, yeah. I was really hoping I just wouldn't have to learn what these cards do, man. Same with the Mitsu shit. I was like, oh,
Noah
pass format.
Noah
I
was
have
hoping to
learn
skip
3
the
decks.
entire arc.
I was so excited, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about how we think about all the decks in general at the end of it. The next deck,
Yeah.
and I'm so sorry, Nick.
Wait, sorry. Wait, I can't read this one. Could Nick tell us? There's like a glitch on my screen, I think.
Noah's such a dick.
All right, I don't even give a shit anymore. Raisin and Stinker still go to 1. The deck's dead.
What?
Vanquish Soul is like literally not worth playing. No matter how much people want to cope, and I want to cope, but I know deep down I'm not going to waste my time. The deck is just dead.
What if I played 3 extra, have 3 prosperity, 3 desires, and then had Infernal Flame Banshee with Parallel Exceed?
Banshee, you're what?
If I just
You
put
need
enough work
Dempsey.
in, I could make it work.
No, I cannot fathom that they have hurt this deck this hard this quickly. They super
it
heavy
was
this fucking
crazy.
deck, man.
I don't know why I've reiterated this like 3 times. It won Worlds. They always
Yeah.
do this shit.
No, but, like,
if a deck
no,
wins
no, 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 no.
Worlds, they take it out back and murder the shit.
Not necessarily true.
Yeah.
Last year, Ubel won Worlds, and a week later, like after the next
Well-
ban, still the best deck.
That's not true. No. Okay, when Ubel went to 1, I want you to ask Jenny how
No,
many
no, no, no,
times did she
no, no,
actually-
no, 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 no. The ban list after Worlds, all they hit was Gates. Phantom was
I
the
don't know if that's
sequent
true or not,
ban
but
list
I'll
after
believe you.
that.
I don't agree. I don't think that's right.
Look it up. What do I get if I'm right?
I'm not giving you shit. I don't give a fuck enough.
You get a like on this video. Help me out, guys.
Hold on. August 2024 ban list. Forbidden Limited list. This is something Nick will do. Nick will just be wrong about something and then not care about it.
Yeah, that's something
it's insufferable.
Nick will do.
Yep, just Gates.
Ooh.
When was Worlds last year? Was it before August? Because I thought it was after August.
It was in August. Or maybe the first week of September, one of the two.
Okay, then I don't care about the August list. I care about the list
This
after
list was in September.
After
This list
Worlds.
was after Worlds.
Wasn't this list August 31st?
This list was released August 31st,
'Cause
went into
wasn't this
effect in
The one
September.
where they were like, if we're going to release it during August.
When was
Like, it went into
Worlds?
effect. Wasn't this the August
Yu-Gi-Oh!
31st list?
When was the World Yu-Gi-Oh 2024?
Not another argument we're just going to have to cut.
Does Banlist come out before? What the fuck?
The internet on a simple search gave me September 7th, 8th.
That's what I'm seeing. But this Banlist came out. But this Banlist wasn't in effect for Worlds though, because they played with Lacrima.
Yes.
Did they put out the ban list and then not have it effective for Worlds?
I think that was a happen. Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Why would they do that?
Yeah, because it was the one where they're like, we're going to reveal this in August. And then the entirety of August went by.
Yeah, no, I remember this.
Yep.
Yeah. So my point
Alright,
still
fair enough,
stands. They murder every deck that wins fucking Worlds.
Yeah.
They did it the Dragon Link, they did it the Ubel, and they've just done the VS. It won Worlds and then died. Like, whether it's fucking justified or not, that's what they always fucking do.
That's rough.
Sag, L plus ratio. Simply play a base deck.
Exactly.
That's what I've been saying. Wouldn't have happened if you were playing Yummy.
It's true. That's
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Vanquish Soul is like a really weird thing because like I feel like the deck was really fun to play against, but every like third or fourth game it would just like FTK you, you know, when it went first. So it's like hard to say.
This is true, but I feel like those
I understand. Like,
cards-
I understand why people are frustrated playing against it because it's like it's got the high roll potential. But it's like, if that's the biggest gripe people had with the deck, just limit Holy Suit. I know the card just can't. I don't give a shit. Limit the card.
No, I
I
feel like
just-
the Vanquish Soul cards are completely fine. I just feel like the part of the deck that I feel like is problematic is not even the Vanquish Soul cards. It's just like the K9 cards, but they can't really hit the K9 cards
I don't
directly.
I don't even know if that's true. I feel like they're problematic because they enabled Dice Smashers, which the answer is the obvious. I feel like anytime I'm playing against a Vanquish Soul player that's just pure K9, like as a matchup that loses to it, I was just like, oh, okay, this is kind of free. I don't know though. That's just my limited experience playing against maybe not the best testing group, but Raisin is kind of hard to deal with.
No, I think the VS cards are like the best cards in the deck by far. No discussion there. I think that again, these hits are pretty heavy-handed because again, it won Worlds, and that's just the Konami mantra. And they didn't have the K9 cards. The K9s are still playable, so play a different K9 variant. But to be honest, I don't know if there's any K9 variant that's worth playing.
Yeah,
I feel like the
it's very
Crystron one's still
interesting.
pretty good, right?
Crystron's fine. It's just like Jenny has said this multiple times to everyone in our group. It's like the second Dice Smasher goes, this deck fails at going second, and now it lost consistency when it tries to go first. And to be honest, even sometimes when it goes first, it doesn't even get to do everything because it gets hand trapped to death. So
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not upset to see it go, but I am upset to see the play style of like the Vanquish Soul specifically cards go, because I still think that like the turn 0 stuff is really cool, and I don't think I've been upset when Holy Sue hits the field. I'm just upset when like Jokul trades for like 5 pieces of interaction. I don't know.
Yeah, it's rough. See, again, I really like this format. I talked about it. It's kind of sad that it seems like the format is over, and I don't know what the next one is, but I'm willing to bet I won't like it as much.
I think the next format's probably worse, but I don't think it's bad. Like I think Yummy is still a pretty like beatable deck. And I think that like if everybody's playing like Dark Ruler, that's a really bad situation for Yummy to be in.
This is probably true. We should finish the list before we talked about the rest of the format. My bad.
Yeah.
I got distracted by rage baiting Nick.
Yeah, many such cases. Next one is Fiendsmith's Lacrima. And I have seen like 4 people think that they are limiting the main deck Lacrima and then like pause and be like, oh shit, that's the fusion.
Yeah.
It's very funny. I think that this pretty much just confirms the only reason they hit it was for time rules. Now that we have different time rules, there's no reason for this card to be banned. I don't see why they didn't just put it to 3, but that's beyond me. I really like that Lacrima is back because this is an incredible Chimera card.
Yeah, but
What?
it's fine. Not you're good. I got nothing.
He's got nothing. No, I'm happy to see this card back. Yeah. Next is Link Karibo. I have no idea what the fuck they were thinking about this, to be honest.
No, what the hell, man?
Imagine a Yummy deck that can blank your battle phase.
That's
I actually don't think it's that good, but I think it's like I think you still play it, but I don't know how like important it is. You know what I mean? Like it's certainly good. Blanking the battle phase is certainly not nothing, but I don't think it comes up too much.
I think it's just a matter of like I agree. There's a lot of people out there saying this card is like kind of a do nothing bring back, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. But it's like the issue is like when it comes up, like it already feels bad when Yummy, like that's the big thing is like when you play against Yummy and like you have a way to just like use your battle phase as a resource, like to actually out something, you can't do that now. Because now at bare minimum you have to summon 2 dinguses to even contest battle phase against Yummy now, which is just dumb. But
yeah, like the way you would beat Yummy is you would just go to battle and like if you just had like their interaction on the field, just beat over and then you play in main 2. And I think that's it's like Zeusing the field. You know, it's an interaction that I think that we should be encouraging, using battle source as a resource to play on in main 2. It's a little curious that they brought this back, but I guess if like the most annoying part about Link Karibo when it was banned was the fact that you could make an Appo and then link Karibo to protect the Appo in the battle phase. Now that Appo is banned, like I can understand why they would bring this one back. I think this card probably won't do very much, but maybe.
It's gonna see play in every Yummy. Like every Yummy deck's gonna play this card. Like that's what's gonna end up happening. Like it's not gonna see much play outside of that, but it's just gonna be in every Yummy deck. So it's like now you have to consider the card being there.
Yeah. Next up, Summon Sork. I have not read the errata. I'm sure it's fine.
It's a very good extender for certain combo decks.
Yeah. Next up is Herald, which is a very interesting limit. I think this is a very good limit if you want to specifically curtail Herald for the macro effect, because that is like the most annoying part about Herald. There's 2 Omni Negates, sure, but the macro effect I think is what made it specifically very difficult for some decks to deal with it. I like that they've limited it instead of like hitting it any further, because it lets you still play the Omni, but like doesn't completely like floodgate your opponent out of the field. I was thinking about this limit the other day with someone from locals, I forget who. But I like this a lot as a hit to Yummy.
I agree. I think it's a very nice
Draco Tail players.
Restrained, healthy limit that doesn't kill the deck off for a fan favorite format.
Yeah. I mean, it just encourages the summon a guy, go to battle, play main 2 playstyle that I think is good.
Yep. Okay, you knew what Zodiac Barrage did. What's
Dryden is awesome.
Something...
Dryden is like Detonator's like older brother who does crack. Dryden kind of sucks ass comparatively. Imagine Detonator, but you could only use it once. That would be Trident.
Wait, that sounds kind of crazy. Hold on.
You can also only target face-up cards.
This card is so bad. It could have literally come off like 3 years ago, and it wouldn't have mattered. I don't understand why they banned it the second time.
I think they wanted to sell Leerless cards. I feel like that was pretty
Oh,
self-explanatory.
no, that makes sense. Damn. Well, it's back. This card could have gone back for a while. It's not doing anything. The most play this card has seen in the last like 3 years is that Tier Limits was playing it as a way to pop their Kikkalos when it gets impermed. In the OCG and in Master Duel. Very funny. Next is Inclusion. If you don't want to hit K9 cards, I think this is a good hit for Crystron. It just makes you draw less cards.
I think it's a good hit over. I think it does something, which is good. Compared to sometimes you feel like hits just don't do anything. This is actually like pretty meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
It forces the Crystron players to have to either play more of the bricks they don't want to play, or they have to agree that they need to play more consistent cards which they weren't playing before. So
yeah, a deck like Crystron should not be playing 15 or 18 hand traps. It should be playing like 30 engine. And then the last one is, I didn't realize how good of a hit this was until I started really thinking about it, and that is Solemn Judgment. It goes to 1. I didn't realize this back when I did the reaction, but with the new time rules, Judgment becomes incredible. So, like, Judgment was already good to blink exactly like Breakers, but if the reason you wouldn't play Judgment before is because if you went to time in, like, a Game 3 situation, and you had Judgment, you were pretty much just going to lose, because that was going to put you down to 4K, which was less than any time card would put you ahead. I didn't realize that at the time, that, like, with the new time rules, this card is just insane for going first, and slots in very nicely for just taking out 3 Fuwalos. So I think this is a really good preemptive hit, especially to decks like Yummy that do crumble to Breakers.
Oh, I agree. I don't really know. I don't know. This one feels strange because if you're not limiting the other two,
I think that, like,
I guess why do that all on one list?
I think Strike and, like, Warning are less flexible cards, which is why they haven't hit them. But I think that they could see similar hits in the future for the same reason.
All right. You said Judgment was the last one. I believe you skipped over one there, Guy.
Oh, I'll be real. I completely blanked on it. Obedience School went to 1.
It was such a foregone conclusion.
I just didn't want it to be real. Obedience School went to 1. This is a really good Yummy hit. A lot of their power going second, especially, is concentrated in resolving Obedience School. Oftentimes, you will just use your other starters first, clear to wipe out your opponent of interaction, clear your field, and Obedience School for game. Cutting this down to 1 makes it so you're less likely to hard open it, and if you want to get to it, you have to, like, go through a thrust or something. I think this is a good hit. I don't feel like this is so, like, good it defeats Yummy. You still can play Obedience School. It also means that you can cut, or you can how do I phrase this? So, like, Obedience School is the best starter, like, going first, and usually you just lead Obedience School when you go first. But it doesn't really feel good because it keeps you off of making the Herald turn 1. So you kind of just, like, are more at the mercy of Nib at the end of the combo. You're at the mercy of, like, Fuwalos chained to Obedience Schooled. So putting it to 1 means I'm going to open it going first less likely, and I have to use my brain less often. Hallelujah.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh, no.
As someone who got hit with 2 of them in the same turn to lose the game
That-
at the regional.
That was nefarious. I don't
Yeah.
know why this fucking is not once per turn. There was a time I did resolve it twice, though. I went for Obedience School. They, like, Zeus wiped my board, they Marakuma wiped my board, one of the two. And then I activated and resolved a second Obedience School.
See, I committed to Lion bouncing the 3 guys because he had no resources but 1 unknown left in his hand.
Was it, like,
That
surprise?
was the wrong decision.
Last Obedience School or surprise?
Last Obedience School, and then he proceeded to win the game. He specialed the 3 guys, linked specialed the 3 guys that I bounced.
Beautiful.
I know, it was awesome. Felt great. I'm kind of sad that I'll never get to experience that again, but you know, that's the whims of the ban list.
That's the ebb and flow.
Exactly.
The last 4 cards are the forbidden. First one is Moon. I have mixed feelings about this. I'm never really upset nowadays to see Fiendsmith cards in decks. I don't like them as a mechanism to dodge Nib, but I do like them as a mechanism to play a grind game. So, like, when Ryzeal was playing them, for example, I didn't mind them because they were just a mechanism for Ryzeal to play a grind game to get a different axis of play. I didn't feel like they were too oppressive in the Ryzeal deck. But in every other deck, they were fucking annoying. So I get the Moon ban, but I'm just not entirely happy to see it.
I don't know. I think this was just destined to happen. Like, we knew it was going to happen at some point, and they decided now is the time they want to do it, and that's fine. Like, that's pretty much all there is to be said. Like, it was going to happen. It probably needed to happen. So, feel bad for Adam, but...
Now you have to hard open the Fiendsmith cards, or you have to have some cheeky way into a Light Fiend. This could be through Exciton Knight. If you're based, it could be through Evil Hero Destined Gold, dumped off or summoned off Necrom, summoned or dumped by Baphomet, which, hey, pretty cool.
No, well, I agree with the first 2 parts of that.
Yeah. Next hit is they banned Splash Mage. I like this hit a lot. But I don't think it's going to be enough in combination with the Dormouse limit to curtail Malice. because you can just replace it with Haggard and call it a day. Like, I think you lose one body over the course of the combo, but banning Splash Mage is a good thing for future proofing.
I think you're underestimating. As like, you played Malice, and I won't like discredit that, but I think you're forgetting like what's like when Splash Mage was used, it pretty much forces players to play TB11 again because like otherwise the only one card starter is Dormouse or in the field spell.
Let me think. Yeah, but like Malice isn't really a one card combo deck anymore. By the time Alan came around, you're really hoping to draw Malice name plus Bestial or Malice name plus Hair or something like that, or like backup plus Hair. You know, like sure you lose like your one card combos, but your one card combos weren't very good. You know, like the Dormouse one card's really good, but that's pretty much it.
I won't speak to that again. I never wanted to learn what these cards did. Kind of sad that Splash Mage is gone because it was in Salad, but you know I understand.
That doesn't
because
need
it was
that card
in Math
anymore.
Mech. No,
You don't-
it really doesn't.
Me when I have a better Link 2 to make in
Yeah.
Salad. No, I don't know. I just think that like a lot of Malice decks are gonna just play Haggard, adapt their lines accordingly, and just go from there.
That's fair.
King of the Pharaohs, when we did our Banlist prediction like 2 months ago, this is something that we talked about. I like that not every deck gets to just fucking make fucking or gets to find Habakiri over the course of their combo. I wish that they did something a little bit more substantial with the Ryzeal cards in combination with King, but I won't complain. I feel like this is enough to keep people from playing Ryzeal.
I don't think they need. No one by just banning King. That's all they had to do to kill that deck. Like I just don't see. There's no world in which like someone's gonna choose to play Mitsu Raziel because one, I think playing Raziel cards right now is not like a death sentence, but it's like you're not incentivized to play them anymore. Having 1x really hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of hit the reward and the accessibility in a sense.
And the last one is Paradise Smasher. Fuck this card. I think everyone agrees.
Never had it happen to me once.
I've had it
Never.
happen to me 3 times, and I won, I think, 2 of those games just because Obedience Schooled was a house.
That is a good card, yeah. Just like I never played with full power tier. Never had to deal with this bullshit.
So, with that in account, do we think this is a W ban list or an L ban list? Well, don't all speak at once.
I think it depends on how much I hate this next format.
Mm-hmm.
Because if like Vanquish Soul was the only thing keeping things in a nice little neat triangle, like I feel like Dracotel does well enough against Rogue because non-targeting pops they're pretty good. But I don't know. I feel like the Vanquish Soul thing was too soon. I like that deck a lot, and playing against it made me feel like I had more to figure out, if that makes sense. Like, again, I was never Dice Smashered, and that might have a lot to do with it, but it felt like I always just made a misplay, except for Borger Burn, I guess, which is just cheese and stupid and bad, but...
Yeah, I think all the VS players are just going to pivot to Dracotail to keep the, the turn 0 plays online.
They are very fun, and any VS players just coming to Dracotail, yeah, it's pretty fun. Try a real deck every now and then.
like if you want give your opinion on the list, I'll go after.
I like this list. Yummy's now the best deck. I like the list. I think it's good. I think they hit VS a little too hard. I think they should have just stopped at the stake to 1 and called it a day there. But I think it's pretty good. I don't have many complaints.
All right. Like I'm biased. Like I'm like again I'm frustrated. Like I think I really don't like the perspective that just because the deck wins worlds, like we take it out back and kill it. Like I understand people were frustrated. I know people were very annoyed by like what it can do, but I think the VS deck was extremely beatable when you didn't get smashered. So, and that's how I liked playing the deck. It sucks. I think otherwise this list is fine. I think people that are saying this list is like a massive W, are gonna have to come like are gonna come to realize that this next format's gonna be worse than the one we were playing in, even with Dice Measure existing. I just don't really like the perspective that what we've just led to being the best decks, but we'll talk about that afterwards. But I think that's just my current opinion.
Yeah, I think this format's gonna be worse, but I don't think it's gonna be like bad. I think it'll be fine. Like I think Yummy's like
It's
a
gonna be
fine.
like an hour. It's gonna be average. Like I just like this is gonna be a format where I'm like I'll play. I'm not gonna remember this format fondly. You know what I mean?
Is that because of the format, or is that because of the ban list?
I just don't like. Well, okay, we'll just get into that. I don't think Yummy's the best deck. I just don't. I think has got a lot of tools to do well this next format. I don't think Yummy's the best deck. If I put money down, I think I'd be playing Mitsu or I'd be playing Dragatail because those two decks kind of hose Yummy, and I think they have game into each other, and I think genuinely those are the decks I'd play.
Nah, I think Yummy's the best deck, to be honest.
All right, I think we just talked about being biased. I think you're a little biased, but that's fine.
I mean, I mean,
let's hear the cases. I just heard it's probably the best deck. No, it isn't. Let's get into that a little.
I don't know. I think it's not going to be. We're not going to be able to tell until there's experimental, data there. But I think that like the
Sure,
cards.
but if you had to say something wildly outlandish that we can clip in 6 months and say, "Oh my God, he was so wrong," what would you say?
Let me think. I think Yummy's really. I don't think the Mitsu matchup is that bad.
I think it's good for you.
You say that's good for me.
I said I don't think it's good for you.
I think it's fine.
Your interactions don't do anything.
That's fine. The only thing that, like the core interaction of Marakuma wipe is not good, but I think you're playing enough non-engine to deal with it.
That's fine. I'm just saying if they go second to your board, I don't think they give a shit. They just don't care. They don't care if you book their things. They don't care if you pop one dude because they have protection, and they'll just outgrind you.
Brent, your rebuttal.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I've only played this matchup like once. I don't know. I'd have to play it a little bit more, but I don't think it's that bad.
Again, I don't think it's bad. I just like if I were to look at like the player again, like unless the play rates for Yummy is extremely high, like and people are gonna opt to play it. But like depending on how these first two YCSs go, and we see that Dragatail and Mitsu are the most represented, I don't think I'd want to go to a tournament signing up to play Yummy when you might play 2/3 of your games into a matchup that's not favorable for you.
Yeah, I will say that like we were all saying this about Malice at the beginning of the year when Suda came out, and I think I am on the podcast saying I don't think Malice is a very good deck after Suda comes out, but it did because the deck still did what it needed to do. I think it's kind of the same situation here. Like sometimes like bad matchups doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad deck.
Right, but it might stop it from being the best deck.
No, but like I don't think we ever thought Malice was going to be the best deck, and I think that's going to be the. I think that like
I don't know. I don't know if we make the same comparison here because like what do we say Mouse had a bad matchup to after Suda into Raziel? I think the matchup was fine.
I think the problem with Malice into Ryziel, the things that I was citing when I was saying that Malice wasn't going to be very good, was that so many things needed to go right for you on your turn, going second into the Ryziel board. Like you needed to have an out to detonator and a hand trap to keep them off of duo drive, and then you have to have engine to push through whatever else they've got, you know. And then if they, God forbid, they make Caesar. Huh. I don't know. I just think that the deck is just the most consistent right now, especially post dude. And I think that that's going to just be its main strength going into it. You're going to brick way less than your opponents.
That's fair. Again, we'll have to wait and see. I just think like I want to like cite the OCG, but we really can't because we don't have any like a good comparison. But I think that's just. I think the big thing is because VSK9 is like out of the format. The decks that had like a extremely unfavorable matchup are just like so much more like or such in a better position than they were that like they're just gonna get played more, and then they can build their deck to just beat them, like to enhance the matchups that they're bad into, and make their good matchups even better. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to build for their bad matchup anymore.
Yeah, I think that like it's definitely like the best time to be playing Draco Tail is like in a week, or I guess in 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Yep.
Like I like Draco Tail I think is the second best deck at this particular juncture, but I don't think it's like, and I don't think it's crazy behind Malice. I'm sorry, crazy behind Yummy, but I still think Yummy edges it out. We'll see though. In like 4 weeks, we'll come back after the YCS and we'll see what happens.
And someone will have figured out the perfect 44-card Draco Tail branded list, playing all 3 traps, and it'll be perfect.
It's getting crazy.
It will, dude.
I also want to say, Nick, I think you have a strong anti-Yummy bias too. Like I remember you saying to me at locals, you did not think Yummy was going to be very good when it came out.
I don't know if I said that.
No, you said that. I remember you said that, Nick. I know you said that.
Editor, play the clip.
It was at locals. What do you mean?
Editor.
No proof.
Editor,
I didn't say it.
No proof. He just dislikes it because it's a Grant deck.
Yeah, every deck you play is just not fun. Like, I don't know what you want. Like, you pick the most unfun deck in a format and run with it. Like, this is just a trend.
Reminder that he's talking about Yummy.
He played Barrier Statue Turbo and
okay, that deck was
Floodgate cool. Omni Negate and Shifter Cyberse and.
Yeah, he got me with that one. That one's true.
Like, I don't hate Yummy. Like, Yummy's like I have no major issues with Yummy. Yummy's fine. Like my biggest gripe is the deck
in the format.
Yeah, it's just the least fun in the format. Like, but now, other things we should talk about in the like are very playable in this upcoming format. I do think like decks like Lunalight and Malice are extremely playable. I think even Lunalight is very well positioned because I think the decks that are good do not have a clean out to Liger, so they stick a Liger, the game is just kind of over. So
yeah, I think Lunalight's gonna be good. I think I put Lancia back in my sideboard. I am that scared of Malice and Lunalight.
I don't know. Like, I agree Lunalight will be good. I keep looking at the Malice stuff. I'm like, I think it's got legs. I just don't. The issue is like I haven't played against Malice enough or remember enough how much they actually make splash. But I think what's gonna end up happening if you hand trap Malice, like, you unironically might just stop them because without splash they don't have a way to keep going.
I hope that's true. As someone who doesn't know what the Malice cards do and plays a lot of hand traps.
I don't know. I was just looking at like the list that I had for Allen release, and I was looking at the list I had. Like Aiden asked me to make a list for him just so he can get started with it. And so I made a list and I was like, all right, what's actually different? I have one less Dormouse, and I swapped out Splash Mage for Haggard. I don't know. I just feel like it's like perfectly fine.
But my only gripe with what you're saying is like Malice that have been topping were playing Haggard. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
I agree that like you can just slot Haggard and he does a lot of the lines, but I just don't. I feel like Splash Mage does way more than I think we're giving it credit for in that deck.
It's definitely better. I won't deny that, but the utility of Splash Mage is that it didn't use a banish effect, and you were locked into Cyberse at a position where you didn't care if you were locked into Cyberse. I think that like you're just gonna have to have a slightly weaker end board. Maybe you end on Firewall Cryptor or something instead of ending on the Omni. But I mean, the Malice end board is already like way overkill.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think like the splash hit is gonna be like the difference maker. You know, I feel like if there was, I think the difference maker is gonna be if they hit like, how do I phrase this? I think it'd be much more substantive if they also had another couple consistency hits to fundamentally hit like the 2-card combo lines, because that's what the deck is trying to resolve now. Is your bestial like effect and then your normal summon guy.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. I don't know. We move into the four. We doing a square format now.
Square format.
That'll be interesting. I also think this also makes backup a way worse card in the deck. Like backup
Loki already
without-
sucks. Loki, that card kind of sucks.
He's always hated it.
I've always hated the Adagnister cards. No, it's good. It's just like a humongous hand trap magnet if you have to use it as a starter. But it does make it worse.
I think it just fucks up all the 2-card cut setups too, though. Because if I open Dormouse plus Chessy Cat, like that combo just doesn't work. It just isn't good anymore without Splash.
No, that's fine. You just normal summon you use normal summon the Chessy Cat, banish the Dormouse, draw 2, Dormouse for Rabbit, and then you can make Wicked there. Then make Link 1, grab backup, and blah 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 blah.
No, if I have Chessy Cat plus backup, I have to.
Oh, you said
link it with a
Chessy Cat plus
Chessy.
Dormouse.
No, I said backup.
I think you said Dormouse, but that's okay.
If you have Chessy Cat plus...
If I said Chessy plus the 1-card starter, that's the best card in the deck. That just doesn't make sense.
I was just going off what you said, dog. But with Chessy plus backup, normal Chessy, I'm like only one.
Editor, put the combo on screen.
Now I got to do work after this. It's still fine. I mean, you still accomplish the same thing. Maybe
Well,
a little
right,
less,
that line
but
works
you
to
still
hand
accomplish
traps.
something.
I don't know. I shouldn't speak on cards. I don't know what they do. We have to.
Yeah, I don't play Malice, so I don't know all this stuff. But I'm just like, from that perspective, like that's where I stood, trying to understand like how big of a hit it actually is.
I think this one's kind of a
I was
shorter
gonna
one.
say,
and
we're
is-
only at an hour, but I'm like, what do I segue into?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
Alright.
got 69.
No. So no. We have something we have to discuss. Okay.
Oh, that's never
Yes.
good.
One.
I don't even know
No.
what this is.
I think you two will have a grand time. Okay. Wonderful. So I'm gonna share my screen for just 2 seconds.
Oh,
to
no.
the
We're gonna do the Yu-Gi-Oh Wordle.
No. Okay.
Aw.
I don't know what to fucking play. So please enlighten
He's
me
got a
what
fucking-
you think I should play.
He's got a thing of
Oh.
all the decks. Listen, buddy, you know what deck I'm the strongest soldier for.
And you.
Kill me on your deck, otherwise I'm going to the ones in the sideboard, which is Hydrant, Fiendsmith Control, or fucking Raziel.
I don't-
Because right
God,
now,
don't play Raziel.
Isn't Race supposed to get some fucking support like in this next set?
no, it's the set after. Dude.
It's the set after. No. Oh no, you're right. No, we get the link too.
That's not gonna fix the issues with the deck.
You never know.
It
What's
helps,
that
but
last
it's not that
card
good.
of the-
Damn, they
What
even
color
killed
was
Fiendsmith Race. That's crazy. That's so fucked up. Why would they do that?
Listen,
really
I'm not
is.
happy.
Well, I'll tell you right now, it is definitely not going to be any of the 3 decks in your side. I'll say it out loud because I'm not copying the screen. In his main deck slots, he's got Dormouse, Cupsy Yummy, Mana, Lunalight, one of them, Black Sheep, fucking one of them,
Gold Leo.
Gold Leo. He's got a K9 Jokul, and he's got Anguish. And then in his sideboard, he's got Hydrant, Engraver, and Ice Raziel. I'll tell you right now, those cards in the side, don't play them fucks. They're not good. Why don't you just...
I'd agree with 2 out of those 3. I think if you wanted to just run race because no deck speaks to you and wait for
Hey, Noah,
new
I want
good cards, you could.
Noah, I would love to do that, but here's the issue. I have to have a deck by the time that the next regional happens, because you see, there's a thing I'm trying to
that's
do.
right.
Because I
Yeah.
don't get a
Grinding world's
goddamn
points.
choice.
Oh, that's a really good question. Then.
Dog, I just play fucking Dracotail. You'll like Dracotail.
Well, it's a bit of a more refined taste
Oh my
to
fucking
the
God.
Usual toolboxy things that people like you are used to playing.
Ignore this fuck. Nick, you'll like Dracotail. Just play Dracotail.
Listen, listen. I'm telling you, I have every deck lined up and ready to fucking play on a whim's notice.
Like
For
this-
the next like month at locals, I'm playing something different every week at locals. I'm just gonna waltz in. No one's gonna know what I'm playing, but I genuinely want to know because again, I like decks that have a hot like or have either a high engine count that they can break through, and they're like kind of they have a lot of different options. The reason I really love race is because it can do that kind of stuff. I really like the VS tech because it's got a lot of options, and you can play low to the ground or do the mega. You can do the full setup and be quite happy. You know what I mean? And I also like punishing my opponent. They don't know how everything operates and what they should be doing. So that's why I kind of want like that's why I think Lunalight's really cool because you punish people for not knowing all the interactions. So I don't know. I'm just kind of genuinely curious to where our thoughts are at.
I think you would kill yourself if you played Malice or Yummy, so I think that you should play those.
I agree with that statement.
Why do you think I'd kill myself? I need some more
Because like you
details
you
than
don't
just-
really like one card combo plus 5 handcraft decks, so Yummy's already off the fucking table. Dormouse for Malice. I think that Nick, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think once you got in your head that you don't like a deck, you just hate it. And I think you've done that with Malice. And I'm not saying that's not justified. I'm not saying you're not wrong for that, but it is what happens. So I think that you've decided you don't like Yummy and Malice. There is no hope for clawing them back out of the trenches.
I am inclined to agree with that sentiment, especially if you want to like do well at the regional and have the
Yeah. I think
have
you're
the
a person
will to test them.
I think you're a person who is very subservient to their first impressions of a deck.
That's a very
Okay.
So don't play those two because you
eloquent
will
way of
fucking hate
putting
yourself.
Yes, that is true.
And I think you
Oh,
will
I
do
also-
better with a
sorry.
deck you like.
I also didn't put Mitsu on here. But you
Oh,
see,
I think
that's a
Mitsu is
deck
the same
I
thing. I think you will kill yourself if you play Mitsu.
Yeah, that's a deck I know for a fact I can't do. I can't
Yeah,
do it.
I was gonna comment on you not having Mitsu on here, but then I thought, no, he would not like Mitsu. I remember when you were trying to
Yeah.
playtest Mitsu for Nats, and it's like, God. I don't think I've ever beat you more at locals than when you were playing Mitsu. That's how I knew it was not gonna happen.
The deck is just so bad, man. The deck is so unironically unfun to play.
Yeah, now you pretty much have to play pure Mitsu, and it's like, I think you should just Lunalight's. I like Lunalight, but it is kind of a glue eater deck, like in the sense that like you just fucking slam your combo in, and if you resolve the combo, even going second, you just win.
I say you can't say that. What if Sam hears you? You're just being so mean to the man.
He fucking man abandoned my Cookie Yummy to play, my
To sit
my
on
lion.
towers. To sit on
To play a
4-8
towers
turbo.
deck. I can't respect that. I can't respect that.
I see. Okay.
I think I don't think you necessarily like Lunalight. You just fucking sit on your towers and you fucking sit there and you wait. And I just don't feel like that's your play style. I also think the K9, like other K9 decks, other than maybe Crystron, but I also don't think that's your play style either. I think the other K9 decks are straight up bad, so I wouldn't recommend those.
I see.
And Memento, I think Memento is like a bad penny. You just keep going back to Memento like over and over and over again, and you never like it as much as you did before, but you keep doing it. And I think for your own...
I have fun playing. The deck's fun to play.
Yeah, that's why you played it for
Unironically, it's fun to
Nats,
play.
right? Because you liked it. I don't think it would be good for you. I think
For the record, I probably should have. I should have played this last Nats. I knew I didn't like the VS deck after playtesting it so much, but I knew I couldn't just justify swapping. I knew. But I should have just played.
in fairness, Memento probably would have been. Well, I want to say it would have been better, but Vanquish Soul did win Euros, so maybe. I think you should just play Draco Tail. Like I like Draco Tail. Fucking, I think that speaks volumes to how much Draco Tail is cool.
It is. It's a very.
I do like
cool.
Draco Tail. That deck is. If Yummy did not exist, I'd probably just be playing Draco Tail.
Okay.
That deck is cool. And I like the sense of your place.
I think all these decks in their own right have some cool stuff going for them. You know what I mean? Like I don't have any major qualms with any of these like decks. I
Except
think
Yummy.
some of them are like kind of lame in the way they play. Like I won't argue against that, but But I'm just kind of curious because, like I said, like I'm just kind of like I just don't know what I want to play, and nothing is like screaming at me saying I should play this. You know what I mean? Like,
So what do you want to get out of this next little period of Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, are you gonna take this chance to like try and reach out and play a deck you normally wouldn't? Like, are there some skills you're trying to hone that you?
I could. That's what I have the opportunity. The deck I liked is now gone, and I can play
Yeah.
whatever kind of deck I want right now. So it's like I have free reign. I kind of played VS, and it was like a pseudo combo deck. So like maybe we pivot off a combo deck and play something else. But I'm not against the idea of not doing that. I'm just kind of I like getting other viewpoints. That's nice.
Should we do a poll?
Hey, just for context,
Should we do a poll? Yeah.
We could do a poll.
No,
Winner
like,
decides what Nick plays at the next regional. Or the winning
Lord.
deck is what Nick plays at the next regional.
Yes.
This for the record, I said I wouldn't do that before, but unironically now with my deck being gone,
Nick,
honestly,
Nick, look at me. Nick, look at me. You can't see me. We're doing this over Discord. Nick, look at me. If I put a poll in the comment section or in the description, do you on the podcast recorded for all 11 people and Matthew 12 times, do you promise to abide by the results?
the issue is they're gonna fucking vote for some dog shit that I do.
I won't even. You know what? I'm not even gonna put.
Brett.
I'm not even gonna put Yummy on the list because I respect you more than that. I will put Malice, but I
Brett.
will not put Yummy.
Grant, put Hero on the list.
Okay, the issue is okay. I want to agree with this, but the issue is because I'm playing for points. I need to play a deck and get good with the one deck.
Okay.
That's my issue here.
Okay. All of these decks you could do fine with. I'm not putting the fucking cards on the side and in there. You're not playing Rescue Ace right now. Not till we see another wave. But I think if the options are Malice, Draco, Luna, some K9 variant, probably Crystron, but something,
Probably
and
Hero.
Memento. I'm not putting Hero on. I respect Nick more than that. If those are your 5 options, you could do fine for Worlds points. Just saying.
I'm inclined to agree.
I'm not.
But I think the thing that's gonna aid you more than which specific deck is how much time you spend on that deck. But I do want you to commit here and now for everyone to hear, and your audience, Matthew, you're listening. You're gonna hold them to this. You have to play it for one regional.
I have to pick the regional role, all right?
You have to play it for a regional that happens on. Hold on, I'm looking at the dates of the next regionals. You have to play it for the Indianapolis October 18th, 2025 regional.
The regional.
And if you don't go to that regional, we have to do it on a different regional.
We aren't even making this like the 50 subscriber special or anything, man. You guys are just getting this for free.
I think for if we have a subscriber,
Sure.
first of all, 50 subscriber special, we have 65 subscribers. Excuse you.
We do? Oh my god! Shout out you guys.
We've gotten we've doubled our subscriber count in the last 2 months. I do think that once we
Sure,
hit
but
1,000, we could do like a thing. It'd be fun where we all we all spin a wheel for our decks. But Nick, I need you to commit to me. You're gonna play this at Indy, and you're gonna go to Indy.
Sure, but yeah, I have one caveat, okay?
Okay, what's your
You
caveat?
have to put Yummy on the list, even though I don't like the deck that
Why would
much.
you do this?
I think it.
Nick, I can't
Because
think
I
of
think it's-
anything more insufferable than deck building with you. I don't want to do that.
That sucks then. This is a punish for both of us.
I don't know. I feel like this might be an opportunity to also, see what it's like to play a deck you don't like. And
I
have
will
to
say,
put in the work when you just fucking hate it.
I will say, when was the last time I played a deck I genuinely didn't like?
Malice.
No, I liked Malice. I just moved on from Malice emotionally. I eventually didn't like it, but I liked it at the start. And I think I've said that last
Probably
like 5
Adventure Sprite
episodes when
then,
prompted
right?
for this information. Last time. Was it Unchained? No,
It's
I
probably
liked.
Unchained.
I think I liked Unchained. I can't remember.
Do not say you liked Unchained.
I thought I
Do
did.
not say that.
I thought I did. No, I think you're right. I think I just played it because it was good. I only played it for like one regional. Tempai? No, I liked Tempai a little bit. Let me look at my spreadsheet.
While you're looking, I have to ask, when is the cutoff point for the decision on what deck I'm playing? So I know.
I'm gonna give it till I'm gonna have this uploaded probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna give it till Wednesday.
Give it till Thursday. I'll give it till Thursday.
Thursday, like at noon, so you can build the deck.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. And if it's yummy, I'm just gonna hand you a deck. I'm just gonna hand you my deck and call it a day. And then you can figure it out from there. Or actually, you know what? Actually, you're gonna take fucking Matt's deck. I want to play yummy.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what?
I know what deck I know what deck I want. I know what deck I like people to pick, but I don't want to influence anyone's decision making because I know what deck I would pick.
Is it? Can you?
Out of
they're not gonna see the video. Can you put your mouse over the one that you want them to pick?
I don't want to tell. I don't know if I want to tell either of you. Though,
I'm not gonna allude to it. I'm gonna put the thing there, and I'm just gonna. Actually, I do have a bit. The bit I was going to do was you were going to put your mouse over a thing. I was gonna say, oh, you really want to play beep, and I was gonna bleep it out in post. That was the bit I was gonna do, which we still can do. We can do that. We can do that joke. Put your mouse over the one you want.
Bits.
I think the deck I'd pick is probably this.
Fuck,
like,
you want to play beep? I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna put a beep sound effect. I'm just gonna fucking put me saying.
That's even worse. I love it.
You know what's funny? The other episode, Noah, you mentioned your hometown and your dad's name, and I was editing it, and I wasn't sure if you wanted to have that out there, so I bleeped it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know if I particularly don't want to have it, but I guess I might in the future.
I wasn't sure, and calling you and asking would have just been a lot of work, so I just bleeped it out.
No, I agree. Yep, thank you.
But no, I thought this would be a fun thing to do with our group because again, like I said, like I'm just kind of at the current moment, I'll play whatever. I feel like Sam right now. It's like I'm just gonna play whatever I'm just gonna play everything. Like fuck it, like who cares?
Are you only doing these 6 decks?
Unless you have another deck in mind, but these are the ones I thought of.
I'm trying to think if there's even another deck worth even considering. Let me go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck.
Oh, I guess we could talk about post-dude decks like DDD, but I'm not playing that.
I don't think any of those decks are real. I'll be $150. I played against DDD yesterday with Hunter, and I just like watched the couple combo videos because I was vaguely interested. I don't think that deck is real. I don't think that deck can go second.
I mean, that's probably fair.
I don't know anything about him, so I'm not going to comment.
It's just combo schlop.
Okay.
That's what DDD's always been.
I don't know about Sulfur Cord.
Nick could be a fun challenge for you to make an actually rogue deck for once.
I don't know about Sulfur Cord.
What do you mean? I played PK during a format when it was clearly not the best deck for a long time, and I played Race during Fire format when Snake Eye was dominating.
Right, but those were good decks. DDD's going to be rogue on release of the new support, you know?
Nick, how do you feel about Sky Striker?
Oh my god.
It's cool. I don't think I could bring myself to play Striker as someone who loves Thunder with all my soul, because fuck that deck.
True.
See, I was looking at like Striker the last couple weeks. I've been kind of impressed by what I've been seeing.
It's got legs. It honestly it more often loses to itself because it either putters out of steam or just can't close it out.
Mm-hmm. The other deck I'm looking for, I was looking at on this list was where was it? Odeon or Gem Knight, which have both like 0.66 reps.
I could going second Gem Knight. That's a possible deck. I could play that, I guess.
I think that's a fun meme deck. White Forest.
Oh,
now,
this could be your chance.
I think the only other one on this list that I would. I think the only one on this list I would consider real is Sky Striker. Maybe Orchest, but
there's also Mitsu. Like Mitsu's a real deck. I already know I don't love the Mitsu cards, but if you put it on there and people vote for it, I'll play Mitsu.
Mitsu's real. I'll put it on there. We'll see what happens. Should I put Vanquish Soul on there too, just to fucking see?
No.
Yeah, do Vanquish Soul. That'd be awesome.
They pick VS.
If you put it on there, I'm not playing it. I don't give. I will kill this bit because the deck I've done so much theory in the last couple days about that deck, and I just don't see it. Triff's version sucks. Julian Khan Silica Masterclass is a fucking bait. Like, it's just fucking dumb, man.
I do think it's so funny. There were like a lot of master classes being sold about this deck, and now it's like completely dead.
Yep, it's gone.
I know, and they're backpedaling. Oh no, the deck's so real. It's so good. It's still play. You can still play it, man.
But we're reducing the price to $10 instead of $30. Please still buy it. Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to start beef, but I do not think I don't think Saryuja is real.
That is true.
I will say this as someone who looked at the dude stuff. I think Saryuja was real if you had like not lost copies of Raisin, because like what you do is you set up Ripper and then make Scald Red, and it's pretty consistent at doing that with Nori. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
All right.
It had legs.
Everybody peep the comment section to see the poll we're gonna throw out there. Vote for what deck you want Nick to play at the October Indianapolis Regional, and we will see what happens if Nick is alive after that to tell us how it went.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's all I had planned for the day. I didn't have a whole lot.
No, this is kind of...
I know we have a couple things planning upcoming that we wanna talk about. Like we want to talk with a couple of our judge friends on like the whole time rules and what their thoughts from their perspective were and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I don't want to like hard launch any like we're gonna talk with X person, but we're gonna have a couple guests on the podcast coming up, hopefully pretty soon. But one thing I did want to talk about is something that kind of came up earlier today is a bit, and I thought about it, and it's probably a good idea. I think what we're gonna start doing is I'm gonna start wearing a GoPro to locals, and then we're all going to yell at my plays after I do them. Like on a... Okay, listen, I read the chat, and I thought you were fucking doing a bit. I did not think you were being legitimate. No, I bought the GoPro. I've ordered it.
Huge.
Oh my god. You understand the amount of times we talk after the match, and you get so mad at me? You're going to do that? And we're going to sit in a call and do that?
Sometimes you're just wrong after the match, which is why I get mad, because you don't want to accept that you're wrong about something.
Sometimes I do not. I know for a fact I am not wrong. Sometimes you do not want to listen to me.
Sometimes you just have a perspective I don't agree with.
Let's ask Noah. Let's see what Noah says about this one.
About this one, I think there are times when Grant is wrong, and I think there are times when Nick is wrong.
I'm going to lay out a situation for you. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
And you are going to be Grant in this scenario. Okay.
I don't even know what situation he's gonna lay down.
Okay, you're playing Yummy. You went on double Herald, and you have 3 set cards. One is surprise, and the other two are, I think, dead. They don't do anything. They're
okay.
Negligently they're do nothing cards. Okay.
2 judgments, but I'm going into time. Yep.
So I'm playing VSK9. My first action, and I do not hand trap you at all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My first action is I activate Stake Your Soul, revealing a Earth from my hand. What do you do?
Special's Holly Sue?
Or Caesar.
Or Caesar. That's right. Caesar's a pretty good card. Against VSK9, I feel like you probably use a Herald Negate, right? Am I stupid?
I don't. I think in those scenarios, I don't think you do, because you just negate whatever I summon in a lot of cases.
No,
but
I
you
agree.
just do Caesar, and then you go battle, and then you're down in Omni, and you already have an Earth, so you're more likely to have the pop.
See, this is what was going on in my head when this happened.
I don't know if that... Okay, first off, my judgment should not be used as the, I did get top 69 at the last regional, but I don't know if I'm an expert on the Yummy K9 VS matchup.
No, so I had 2 Heralds. I negated a Stake Your Soul. He then punished me with the second Stake Your Soul. Fun. That won't happen anymore,
okay.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen again.
Damn right.
But my thought process was, if I let him... So, Holly Sue, I can negate the Holly Sue. But if he summons Caesar, he beats over a guy, he activates Caesar Pop, I'm down both negates. So I might as well just negate the Stake Your Soul. And then he had a second Stake Your Soul, so, L plus ratio.
Great. Yeah.
Again, I just kind of curious. I think those perspectives are that'll happen a lot when we do your GoPro reviews. So
That'll be awesome. I've been
Oh,
watching
I know.
Joshua Schmidt's like whole. I'm watching the VOD for that. Oh my god.
It's currently
I'm
up on my
so
other
glad.
monitor. I'm gonna watch it while I'm editing this one.
Yes, it is just so cool and nice to hear somebody who's good at the game talk about your deck and seeing technical play. It is pretty cool.
I like how
I bet.
I've so far gotten through. I'm on like the first match. I'm like 30 minutes in, and Josh is like, "Guys, just so you know, I fucked this up dastardly."
Yeah.
He was like, "I have played this so fucking bad," but he is like, "I need you to know that I know that I played it bad. I don't need to get blamed in the comment section." Which, when we get to watching my matches, that's how I'm gonna be. It's like, guys, I know I did play this one like a buffoon, but I need you just don't.
I will be surprised to hear.
That I say I'm gonna play.
That'll be the cool thing about it. Like getting to like if you play against like good players at locals and stuff, it'll be cool to see like how that all plays out.
Yeah.
And we could put other people in the GoPro if they felt so inclined.
Yeah, because like I don't think everyone at locals is going to want to be on the video. I think we've already had like 2 people tell me that they don't want to be on the video.
Yes.
So I think in such a situation, I'll just pass the GoPro to somebody else, and we'll just go from there.
Yes.
But I was looking at GoPros. I literally purchased one, the cheapest one I could find online.
Perfect.
And I purchased a headband, and I bought that, and it's going to be here tomorrow, so it'll be ready by Tuesday for our Tuesday locals.
Fantastic.
For those also who don't know,
wow.
I'm frustrated that I haven't gotten a regional top yet arc, right? And so I'm like trying to figure out how to like next level myself, like how to like fucking reach the next point. And so this is me on my quest to get to that place. Because I've gotten like 6-3 at the last like 3 events or 3 or 4 events, and it's just so frustrating.
No, listen. I feel your pain, man. Me, Rico,
Nick had
and I
the
did
same
that for a
arc.
long time.
Nick had the same arc in like early 24.
No. Let's establish what happened in 2024 is Adam, who I feel like doesn't play test or do that much testing, got a regional top before me, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks." And then Rico got a top 4, and I was like, I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yo,
this
me
is
when
bullshit.
one of my best friends does really well at a Yu-Gi-Oh event, and my first thought is, well, that sucks.
Well, okay, it sounds so bad.
Adam, I'm
because
gonna
it
send
is.
this episode to Adam. Adam, Nick hates you.
I don't
Yep.
hate
He
Adam
says you
Rico.
didn't deserve the top.
Confirmed.
You didn't put in the
Tell
work.
what oh my lord.
He was playing Cashier during Snake format, did not deserve the top. Clipped, shipped, sent to Adam.
Gone. Yep. It's a short now. We've made it a short.
Wait, I need to figure out how to make shorts.
Oh my god.
Listen, I'm very happy they got their tops. I'm just mad because I feel like I put a lot of effort in. That's all.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You were playing a
And
better
then
deck.
the only other thing we have to mention is we did profiles for Lansing. Hopefully everyone saw the Lunalight, the VS profile, VSK9,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
yes,
the
those are
69
actually
Draco
valuable.
Tail profile.
Oh yeah.
I will say, I think this might be a trend going forward. Is anytime someone in our group will get 69th at an event, they are demanded to do a deck profile and give everyone the deets on how they got 69th
Okay,
Yeah.
at the
okay.
event.
So this is a
The
reference.
shitpost profile.
So, here's a story. Way back when, our buddy Gerchak got his first invite, right? With fucking like a very cookie cutter what's the
branded
deck?
voiceless voice.
Voiceless voice deck, right? And he and we make fun of him because he spent like 40 minutes explaining what every card in Voiceless Voice does.
and
and
how
so-
it interacts with both the other cards and those cards that are that you see throughout the meta and
Yeah. So we make fun of him for that. So we listened to that episode. We listened to that profile like on the drive back from Rosemont the other day with like Sam and such. And so now we were all talking about wanting to do like a crazy long deck profile. So that's where that started. But I say that the person who does the best but doesn't get their invite should do it, just so it happens like with some regularity. Because like, how often is somebody gonna get 69th at an event?
I think it's the point, though. It's not meant to be a regular thing. It's meant to be a bit.
Like, what bit is a bit if no one knows about the bit? You know?
I don't know. I think it was pretty clear by my deck profile that it was a bit.
I like how you kept telling Sam to shut up.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so I had a conference for work that I was going to this past week, right? And I finished dinner with like a vendor, and I'm walking home, and it's like a 15-minute walk home, and I get a text that the deck profile was posted and ready to go because Nick was posting them while I was on the work trip. And so
And also, but before you finish, don't let me do that again. I fucked that up so much. That was a fucking train wreck.
he uploaded it, and then I had to, from my hotel room, change the fucking tags so that it would get visibility. So I'm walking home, and the Noah one goes up, and I put my earbud in, and I'm gonna listen to it on the walk home. And I'm like, all right, it's a Noah deck profile. He got 69th. Clearly, it'll be like 10 minutes long. He'll just tell him what they played. I'm pretty sure he's just playing like functionally the cotton list. It won't be that. It was fucking.
I'm pretty sure it's
30 minutes.
exactly the cotton list, but with one change.
It took 30 minutes, and I'll be real. I was cackling the entire walk home. I was like, "This is the highest art that we could possibly have made. This is what Yu-Gi-Oh is meant to be doing. These 30-minute deck profiles for a list he did not make."
No, listen. I made Rico listen to it on our car ride home from locals on Thursday, and I was laughing listening to it again, and I was there when it got recorded.
I listened to it the next morning on my walk to the convention too.
I was so tired, and I'm like, how long can I make this shit post? I had one bit before that I thought out. No, I'm gonna say Fimena's like Colossus, and then Sam asked me what that meant, and I had no fucking idea what to say because that was the bit.
I heard that, and I was like, I didn't catch it the first time you said it, but the second time you said it, I was like, what the fuck? How is it like Colossus? I was like, wait a minute, that's not
I was gonna move on from it. And then Sam was like, no, you had to go back. I'm like, fuck, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh, it was funny. It's one of our best deck profiles. I'll link it below if anybody wants to watch it. It's truly a work of art. If you want to know why we had Noah on the podcast as one of the tertiary hosts, even though he did not play the game, that podcast or that deck profile exactly tells you why.
You guys are too nice to me.
MF is just funny.
That is true. I really wish we got in the start intro because we did like a test and I did a really just like, what's going on, guys? And I wish we kept it. I didn't have the gusto to do it again.
It's fun. There's I think there's an art to a good deck profile, like a funny one. There's a combo video that Lucas Sacco did where at the very end he's like, guys, if you see a man saying he's homeless in the comment section, he's my friend, he's joking, you don't need to call him a bum. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It was so funny that I screen recorded it and I posted it in the group chat.
That's awesome.
It was so out of left field. It was like a Malice combo tutorial or some shit.
And by the way, guys, oh, that's really funny.
All right, is there anything else we want to talk about before we call it?
I don't have anything else crazy. My only thing is please be nice to me. Please vote for something cool. Don't pick something cringe.
Peep
like Hero.
Peep the poll in the description down below. And we will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Adios.
Bye.